cari fratelli e sorelle.
Did you know the Pope doesn't get a salary? We're unraveling the secrets behind how the Pope spent his billions. Forget gold-plated palaces. We're diving into a world of surprising frugality and hidden philanthropy. How did a leader with access to so much choose a life of simplicity? Let's find out. The papal salary and personal income. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Pope Francis doesn't take a salary. Yep, even with being the leader of the Catholic Church, an institution with billions in assets, the Pope himself chooses not to receive a paycheck. Traditionally, the Pope is entitled to a monthly salary, reportedly around $32,000, but Pope Francis has refused it since day one. All his basic needs, housing, meals, travel, clothing, are covered by the Vatican, but he pockets $0 from a salary. Why? Because Pope Francis lived by the principle of humility and service. Instead of enriching himself, he directs any potential income toward charitable and ecclesiastical causes, royalties, donations, and discretionary funds. If the Pope doesn't earn a salary, where does his net worth come from? Estimates put Pope Francis's net worth at around $16 million, which might sound like a lot, but when you dig deeper, you realize it's not from personal luxury or investments. His wealth primarily comes from book royalties, private donations, and an annual discretionary fund provided by the Vatican. Pope Francis has authored several books and spiritual writings published worldwide. These royalties add up over time, contributing to his fortune. Additionally, he receives private donations from admirers and supporters globally. But here's the key point. Most of these funds don't end up in his pocket for personal use. Instead, he funnels them into church missions, humanitarian projects, and charitable organizations, vehicles and residences. Now let's talk about the Pope's assets, and this is where the humility really shines through. He has access to 5 official vehicles, but he famously prefers modest cars like a Ford Focus or Fiat for his daily transportation. Unlike some of his predecessors who rode in luxury limousines, Pope Francis chooses vehicles that reflect his humble values. Remember when he was gifted a Lamborghini? Instead of keeping it, he auctioned it off and donated the proceeds to charity. When it comes to where he lives, Francis made headlines by refusing to reside in the Grand Apostolic Palace, a lavish residence traditionally reserved for the Pope. Instead, he chose to live in the Domus Sanctae Marthae, a simple guest house within Vatican City. This choice was a powerful statement, showing that he values simplicity and community over grandeur. Charitable giving and philanthropy. Here's where Pope Francis's approach to wealth truly stands out. He's known worldwide for his generosity and commitment to social justice. We're talking about supporting the poor, refugees, disaster relief efforts, and church missions across the globe. Pope Francis has made a habit of quietly paying medical bills for strangers, funding shelters for the homeless, and advocating for marginalized communities. For him, wealth is never about personal gain. It's about service. His approach to spending billions is rooted in helping others rather than self-indulgence. This is the kind of leadership that inspires millions, showing that true power lies in generosity, lifestyle choices, and daily habits. Want to know what a typical day looks like for Pope Francis? It's surprisingly simple and disciplined. He wakes up at 4:30 a.m. for silent prayer, spends time in reflection, and celebrates Mass in a small chapel. His meals are modest, often consisting of simple foods without extravagance. When it comes to clothing, he wears a plain white cassock, a basic iron cross, and black leather shoes. No gold, no jewels, no designer labels. He refuses lavish papal garments for day-to-day life, opting instead for simplicity. His expenses are minimal because the Vatican covers his housing, food, and travel. This means he rarely needs to spend money personally. His legacy isn't a mountain of cash or a collection of mansions. It's a reputation for stewardship, humility, and using resources to uplift the vulnerable. In the end, Pope Francis's story is a powerful reminder that true wealth isn't measured by what you keep for yourself, but by what you give to help others. Fascinated by the secrets behind the Vatican's fortune? Hit that like button and subscribe for more untold stories.